Hey Township, my name is Steve Stewart, and in today's segment, I have many surprises for you all. Many of my friends don't know this, but my typical day consists of me being a student by day and a secret agent by night. In today's segment, I will be airing footage that I was able to capture while being held in captivity by General Vladimir Markov. Markov is an evil Soviet terrorist whose goal is world domination. However, my job as a secret agent is to do one thing and one thing only: reviewing movies. First, I will show you how I tricked the old general into seeing Jonathan Mostows' Surrogates himself. Check it out.
We shall bring fear and destruction to those who need it. Ah, I see you've met my surrogate, Ivan.
Surrogates? Ugh, like that movie?
Robotic human, yes. But movie? Please, tell me about this movie.
Never.
Tell me now. Tell me about this surrogate.
Now you all may be thinking, why aren't you just telling him your movie review? Well, I can't give myself away that easily. After his forceful remarks, I finally gave in and told him what he wanted to hear. Anyway, the plot is based off a comic book of the same name that was released in 2005. Surrogates takes place in 2017, where humans are using robotic bodies called surrogates to communicate with one another, while the actual humans sit safely at home. However, once the inventor of the surrogate's son is murdered, Agent Greer, played by Bruce Willis, must find out who killed him. This is only just the beginning. As the plot becomes more complex, more humans are killed due to the death of their surrogate. Once Greer's surrogate is severely damaged, the agent decides that to stop a surrogate, he must travel in human form and leave his home for the first time in many years. This brings him closer to catching the murderer and discovering what is truly happening in the world of technology.
I smell destruction. This movie sounds very intense.
Well, before I saw Surrogates, I was somewhat up in the air about it. The theatrical trailers for the film didn't look too great. However, the TV spots made the movie look really good. Once I finally saw the film, I realized that this movie was exactly how it seemed. The story behind the investigation of who killed the inventor's son was very confusing, and between the humans and the surrogates, you couldn't tell which were of which species. The movie never dragged on and was actually told in a perfect amount of time, about 90 minutes. The meaning of the movie reminded me of something like The Day the Earth Stood Still or WALL-E, because they too tried to show the viewer that humans are never perfect and that we sometimes depend on other species to help us live better and more sufficient lives.
How do I stop this? You can't.
After this review, General Markov seemed very interested in seeing this movie. After all, it was worth seeing.
I only wish we have good movie like this in Mother Russia. All we ever get is The Nutcracker and From Russia with Love. If only I could see them in movie theater without having people trying to kill me or rioting around me.
On the third day of imprisonment, I was finally able to break free and Markov was forced to escape. However, a week later, my agency received a call that the old general had just bought a ticket at a local theater to see Surrogates for himself. Although he never did get to see the film because we arrested him minutes before the film began.
You're going downtown.
I will get my revenge.
Well, Township, that's all the time we have for reviews today. But before we go, let's go back and sum up Surrogates. Surrogates stars Bruce Willis and is a new sci-fi thriller from director Jonathan Mostow. The main story revolves around Agent Greer and the troubles he encounters while trying to figure out who killed the inventor of the surrogate's son. The investigation and trying to figure out who's a surrogate and who's a human gets confusing, but the movie ends with so many unforgettable and unseen twists that they make the movie worth seeing. Overall, I give Surrogates a 7 out of 10. Looks like there's another criminal on the loose. I guess you'll have to wait until next month to see what movie review allowed the agency to catch this bad guy. Reporting for Month of Rewind, Season 14, Steve Stewart, over and out.